Today is Wednesday, the start of the last week of the Pantry Challenge, and I'm having salmon and salad for tea tonight. That's not bad after 6 months. I've got 1 packet of salmon left in the freezer. Pretty good. And to wash it all down, I have a glass of white wine and soda water. Catch you tomorrow night. Well, we're back to Friday again. Very soon. Too quick. And tonight for tea is a sausage, which I've already started on, a bit of homegrown sweet corn, and some mixed veggies. And that's tea for Friday night. Also, there's a glass of soda water and white wine. It is Sunday night, and tonight I have a ham and tomato toastie with a glass of white wine and soda water and lots of pills. This is the second last one for the last 6 months of what's to eat. Well, today we had a lovely neighbour drop some more oranges off to me, so I'm going to be preserving some of those oranges into orange chung, which is it's basically an orange flavoured sugar syrup which you use in cake flavourings or sauce flavourings. I've made a lemon chung with the lemons that he gave me, so I thought, well, if you can do it with the lemons, you should be able to do it with oranges. So that's what I'm going to be doing. So I've washed the oranges, and now all I'm going to do is cut them in thin slices, remove any seeds that I find, and then have equal parts orange slices to equal parts sugar. Now I'm nearly out of sugar, but what I do have is some caster sugar, which is what I'll be using. These seem to be a seedless variety of oranges, which makes my job a little easier. So now we weigh it out. Okay, 1050. Come on, what's the matter with you? No, doesn't like it. Okay, we'll try this plastic one, shall we? $1,022. Okay. So it's equal parts fruit to equal parts sugar. And all you do is pour the sugar over the top and it will macerate into the bowl, and you just keep mixing it in till the fruit's all covered. Doesn't matter if it squishes in, that's fine, because you want the juice to actually come out. It's a little bit difficult at first, but you just leave it to soak in, and as the juice comes out it mixes with the sugar, and eventually you'll have enough juice to pour into some jars, some clean sterilised jars, and you put the fruit and all in the jars, and that way it sits over a matter of 3 days to a week and just sits and ferments. And then you just pop it in the fridge and leave it in there, and it will stay good in there for quite a long time. You can actually make cordials out of it as well, so if you're looking for ways to use it up, make some nice cordials out of it. I'm actually going to make some meat marinades out of it and marinate some meals and pop them in the freezer ready to go. And I'll have some like orange marinated chicken wings or chicken drummies in the freezer ready to cook up one night for a meal. Right, I'm going to let that just sit and melt down for a little while. So this is the lemon one that I did, and as you can see there's plenty of juice in there. And then later on, when you've used all the juice that you can possibly use out of it, take out the lemon slices and dehydrate them, and you've got a lovely sorry about that, my camera shut off. You can dehydrate the lemon slices and use them as a really nice sweet snack. Lovely. Okay, that's it for that. And there we go. Tea for Monday night is roast pork belly, potatoes, carrots and beans with gravy. And this is the very last of the what's to eat in my 6-month pantry challenge. I hope you all enjoyed it. Well, g'day everybody. It is Wednesday and it is actually the 2nd of July. So the pantry challenge has now finished, and so that's the end of the what to eat or what's to eat segment of this channel. The pantry challenge, 6 months. It's a long time. It felt like it went very quickly, but then again it felt like forever. So I can now go down to the supermarket and purchase whatever I want. Does that mean I will? No. Could I go on for longer? Most certainly. I could probably drag this out another 6 months easy. Do I want to? No. There are certain things in the pantry that need to be replaced, especially in my freezers. I have managed to get down from 7 freezers down to 2, which is amazing. A lot of the products I've gone through and made shelf stable and put in the pantry. So when I do a pantry tour, you probably won't see a great deal of difference because I've filled them up with other stuff. But still, that's what the pantry's for. It is for my shelf-stable products, and doesn't matter how long they're on the shelf for, they're there to use as I need. The stuff in the freezer, however, has a limited life. Some of it was getting around the 2 years old mark, so it was definitely time to do something with it. A lot of the products that I was not going to use or was going to use in a reasonable amount of time, I donated to a friend of mine who has a dog rescue service, and I'm sure she can put that to really good use. That pretty much took care of a full freezer. All the products that I went through. A lot of stuff I gave away to both my sons and their families for them to enjoy because I wasn't going to. I didn't like it, and therefore it was no good keeping it. A lot of it was mincemeat. I'm not a big fan of mincemeat, and I had probably 30 bags of it in there. So some I gave to both of my sons, and the rest I gave to my friend that has the dog rescue. So that took care of one freezer, which I then quickly sold. Because if it's there, I'm going to fill it. And then I cleaned out the freezer that was inside in my kitchen, right up next to my table, which I wanted to get rid of outside of the kitchen to give me more room around in the kitchen and around the table. So that's now out in the shed in place of one of the freezers that I sold. And I cleaned out another of the chest freezers, and that was sold. Whatever was left in that really large freezer, which was a combination of both the small freezers of products that I wanted to keep and was not ready to process into something else just yet, that all went in and fitted into the upright freezer that I put outside in the shed. And it still had room, so that was quite amazing to me, actually, that so much that filled that huge big chest freezer fit in that upright freezer. So that's how much I could get in there. And not only that, but I still have a fair amount of room in that freezer, if need be, which emptied out the huge big chest freezer. So, and aside from one Christmas ham in there, which I plan on making room for in the big freezer, the upright that I have, I'll be turning off that freezer as well. In the house, I only have the fridge freezer, which is in the kitchen, and this little small one in the laundry what do you call it? Butler's pantry that I made. Which basically houses the cat food. Most of that would be less than a freezer's worth. So you can virtually say I've got one freezer inside, which is good. Which I plan on getting rid of a lot of what I've got in there as well. Eventually. I plan on eating my way through it. Not getting rid of most of it. Some of it I will turn into products. There's still some projects that I have yet to do. There is the cherry pips from my marmalade jam that I have to process. I also have a bag of strawberry tops. So I was thinking of making a cherry strawberry jam, or jelly actually. So that's one project. Another one is I have 2 large containers of orange peel that has been frozen, and I plan on turning that into candied peel. It's nice to snack on, and it's handy for when I have like a raging sweet tooth and nothing to chew on. So it takes away that craving. And it's healthier than going down and buying a big bag of lollies. Although with the amount of sugar on it, who's to say? But anyway, so pantry challenge. I found it interesting. My tastes have certainly changed. I'm no longer eating a lot of products out of the pantry, hence why it's so full. I'm eating more fresh and frozen products. That seems to be the way I prefer my food to be, either fresh or frozen. So that's what I think I will concentrate more on, but not only in ingredients products, which is normally what I do freeze. I think I'm going to try more as in complete frozen meals, because as I'm getting older, I find I don't feel like cooking at night time. So if I can just pull out a meal and there it is. I don't have to think about it, I don't have to prepare it, I don't have to do anything with it except stick it in the microwave and heat it up, or the oven. And then dinner's done. That suits me. I'm more likely to eat a good lunch than I am tea. So I'm quite happy to have quite a good lunch, or to make a meal for lunchtime and to make freezer meals out of whatever else that I make. So I can, at the moment, I have a chicken mushroom casserole that's going on in the crock pot. So whatever I don't eat, I will put into little freezer containers and freeze up 1 or 2 of those, and I have complete meals ready to go. So I think that's what I prefer to do. Different things. I can't eat the same meal twice without some effort. So whereas if I have a large variety in my freezer, I'm quite happy to just go through and pick something out of there and have that. And if I'm having one really good meal a day, I'm happy with that. The rest of it, well, I normally only have 2 meals a day anyway, so the other one can just be a sandwich or some biscuits or whatever. I'm quite happy to snack for the other meal. Anyway, so that's my little rant for today. I hope you enjoyed this pantry challenge. I tried to bring you as much as I could. Unfortunately, I wasn't well for a lot of it and really didn't eat very much at all. So, will I be doing it again next year? Probably not for the 6 months. I did it for 6 months this time because I knew I would need that amount of time to get through the freezers that I needed to get through, and it would take all of that effort to be able to clear them away and to get rid of them. So 2 freezers have gone. The rest are in situ, basically. 1 freezer has been turned into a fridge, So out in the shed I've got a large fridge which I keep my bulk soft drinks in, soft drinks, juices, white wine, all those sort of things I keep out in the shed, and only what I want to drink does that come in to the inside freezers, or fridges I should say. So most of the bulk, the same as the vegetables, the bulk vegetables will go out into the shed, and then as needed they can come inside, and that stops my fridge from inside from being choked up with stuff that I'm not currently using, but stuff that will last, such as, you know, bags of carrots, cabbage, that sort of thing, stuff that will last a long time, even like storing my apples in the fridge, in the vegetable crispers. So yeah, and that way I'm not choking up my fridge inside. Anyway, that's it. I'm going to leave you go. I hope you enjoyed this pantry challenge, and I hope you got something out of it. I know I did. If you did like it, please give me a big frozen thumbs up. And if you're new to this channel, think about subscribing. I bring all sorts of different things to this channel, whatever I'm doing, which changes daily. Anyway, I will catch you soon on another video. Bye friends.